Imagine going to school every day and not learning anything. How boring would that be? But for kids all over the US, that's the truth for them. But how come? Isn't school a place for learning? Well, this is because of the teachers. The teachers are using a teacher-centered approach. The teacher-centered approach means the students are viewed as empty vessels that need to be filled with information. It doesn't take into consideration the individual students' needs and doesn't give them a chance to interact with each other and discover information for themselves. Plus, by the end of the class, almost all the students are asleep from having to sit there for an hour or more just listening to the teacher drone on and on. But there's a way to turn that around. By using a more student-centered approach and doing things as simple as organizing the desks into tables instead of rows and getting the students involved in the discussion, teachers will be able to finally get the students interested and excited about learning. We know for a fact that education is very important in a person's life, and you have the power to make it interesting and exciting. Speak up today.
8 major types of newspaper. And what are those, class? Okay. The first is the headline.
Entertainment.
Headline.
Editorial.
The second is editorial.
Morning, ma'am.
Oh, you're still late? Kahapon late ka na nga din. Tapos ngayon late ka na naman.
Sorry, ma'am.
Bukas ayusin mo, Jess. You may fail this class. Labas! Labas!
Bye, Jess.
School discipline is the system of rules, punishments, and behavioral strategies appropriate to the regulation of children's or adolescents in the maintenance of order in schools. Its aims is to control the students' actions and behavior. An obedient student is in the compliance with the school's rules and codes of conduct. These rules may, for example, define the expected standards of clothing, timekeeping, social conduct, and work ethic. The term discipline is also applied to the punishment that is the consequence of breaking the rules. The aim of discipline is to set limits restricting certain behaviors or attitudes that are seen as harmful or going against school policies, educational norms, school traditions, and etc. Positive approaches to school disciplines have been promoted as more effective alternatives to harsh, which remove students from their regular educational setting or program. Positive approaches emphasize strengthening the capacity of both school staff and students to establish and maintain safe, healthy, and supportive schools classmates to reduce and prevent inappropriate and disruptive students' behavior.
Go. Ang tagal naman.
Okay, good morning, class.
Good
morning, ma'am. Jot this down.
Perhaps the single most important aspect of teaching is classroom management. You can successfully teach your students if you are not in a control. This is also a concern of your principal and your students' parents. Many teachers have lost their jobs due to poor classroom management.
Magandang umaga, children.
Magandang umaga rin po!
Mga bata, huli lang nga muna tayo ng sabayo. Lahat tayo. Sa, dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima, anim, pito, walo, siyam, sampo. Okay, very good.
Student-centered learning, or the SCL, is the changing role of the student and teacher. SCL is a model works where the student is in the core process and approach based on the idea that learning is meaningful when topics are relevant to students' level of interest. It's a way of thinking about students' learning. It requires the planning, teaching, and assessment focused on the abilities and needs. It is focused on how they learn, what they experience, and how they engage with their learning. Ten expectations: relationship, relevance, time, timing, play, choice, authenticity, challenge, and application.